This is the story of a TikTok celebrity dentist known for being politically incorrect who was exposed by the phenomenal singer Jewel for his atrocious behavior in spite of his generosity. Dr. Kenny Smiles is known on TikTok for donating full-mouth, extensive dental work on women free of charge in exchange for filming the procedure. However, how he entertains his audience while filming the procedure has been called into question. Now, typically, I don't reveal the names of the accused or convicted because I'm really not trying to embarrass anyone. I'm just trying to tell a story. But in this case, this is an internet beef with internet celebrities who like internet attention. So here's the story. Today's story comes from Your Tango. Jewel exposes influencer dentist who allegedly offers to fix women's teeth, then humiliates them on camera. Somehow he's flown under the radar, but Dr. Kenny Smiles' horrifying videos don't lie, and neither does his long history of regulatory violations. This was written on September 20th of 2023. Singer Jewel has taken to TikTok to call out a wildly popular influencer, Texas dentist Dr. Kenny Smiles, for shocking social media videos of his interactions with female patients. Dr. Kenny Smiles, whose real name is Kenneth Wilstead, has made a name for himself online for helping women fix their teeth, often for free. But video clips shared by multiple TikTokers and amplified by Jewel suggest there may be a disturbing underbelly to his generosity, especially given his history of regulatory violations in Texas. Jewel shared videos allegedly showing Dr. Kenny Smiles humiliating and making comments to female patients. Wilstead, also known as @Dr. Kenny Smiles Official on TikTok, is a Texas-based, self-described, politically incorrect dentist who has become well known on the app for performing free procedures for women in need of extensive dental work. But a prospective patient claims that he made overtures to her while discussing his services has resulted in several clips from Wilstead's social media posts coming into question, in which he appears to be making degrading and harassing comments, many which are of a sexual nature. Musician Jewel shared screenshots of several of these videos in a recent TikTok calling out Dr. Kenny Smiles for his alleged behavior. Dr. Kenny Smiles has been humiliating women, Jewel said in her video. He has been running these contests saying he's casting for a show, Jewel went on to say. He helps give free smiles, then he is so degrading and so disgusting and acts like such a predator that I am in shock. The screen captures that Jewel highlights are indeed shocking. In some, he appears to mock women's teeth as disgusting while peppering in ableist slurs and comments. Some of the incidents depicted occurred while the women appeared to be sedated under anesthesia. Another clip shows him commenting on a patient's breast and remarking how her husband must only look at her from the neck down due to her ugly teeth. In yet another, he uses a vulgarity to suggest a woman is finally going to lose her virginity now that he's fixing her teeth, telling her, "You're going to get an expletive for the first time or sure." In many cases, the patients appear to laugh along with his jokes, but as many women have pointed out in other TikToks attempting to expose him, laughing along with jokes of this nature is a common self-defense response in people who feel threatened. Jewel says she was inspired to share the videos because she was infamously bullied in the press for her own crooked teeth at the height of her fame. I intentionally, obviously, didn't fix them because of the amount of shame and humiliation and bullying that women especially get over this topic is so awful and cruel. Having bad teeth is more than just embarrassing, though. It has also been shown to make it harder for people to find a job, for example. Jewel called Wilstead's alleged leveraging of these difficulties to lure women into appearing in degrading and sexualized videos as predatory. The allegations against Wilstead were first brought to light after TikTok influencer and philanthropist Mama Tot severed ties with him over the alleged harassment. TikToker Mama Tot, also known as @Ophelia and ShoeLover99 on the app, is a popular influencer who has run contests called Mama Tot Smiles, in which he has partnered with Wilstead to provide women in need of extensive dental work with low or no-cost dental care. In a recent video calling out Wilstead, she acknowledged the extensive good he has done for many of the winners of these contests, but she also called out the multiple incidents of alleged abuse, humiliation, and harassment that women who have won his contests say they have been subjected to while receiving their dental care. Accusations brought by a TikToker, Taylin M., against Wilstead have been particularly bracing. In a series of viral TikToks, she alleges that Wilstead made comments to her in DMs about her potential casting in a forthcoming video project about his dental practice. Screenshots of the DMs show Wilstead requesting additional clothing optional photos to help him decide if she would be chosen for the television show. In her caption on one of the TikToks, she excoriated Wilstead for his behavior. This was supposed to be a shot at a life-changing smile, she wrote. I can honestly say I didn't find this funny. My fiance didn't either. I don't think this man's wife would appreciate this. She also cautioned other women against responding to Wilstead's casting call, saying in her video, if you're entering into this giveaway, just know that it's more than about teeth. She went on to say that while she is appalled by the experience, she is extremely thankful that Wilstead's alleged harassment inspired her to do research on who I was putting the hands of my dental care in. Dr. Kenny Smiles has been reprimanded by Texas regulatory authorities for multiple violations in the past. Wilstead's career has been marked by several violations of the Texas state medical standards. Documents posted by the Texas State Board of Dental Examiners show that on 3 separate occasions in 2015, 2019, and 2021, he was reprimanded and fined for ethics violations, failing to follow standard dental procedures, and for improperly prescribing medications. A 2015 filing reprimands Wilstead for dishonorable prescribing of controlled substances for both patients and himself, including sleeping pills and the weight loss drug phentermine, and for overprescribing pain medications to patients, including the opioid hydrocodone. Filings in May of 2019 and September of 2021 address multiple lapses of standard dental procedures and ethical violations, including failing to address noticeable tooth decay and to use basic safety measures. The 2021 filing also points out that Wilstead no longer holds permits for sedation and anesthesia at that time. Alluding to this history, Jewel said she was shook and shocked this isn't a bigger story, and that Wilstead has been able to fly under the radar for so long. I'm so tired of the predatory behavior against women, she went on to say. I really hope this gets called out. I hope a bigger deal gets made out of it. So, ultimately, this is an internet beef and not a criminal case with any criminal charges to this point, which is a great thing. It's a matter of tastes and preferences, and honestly, there will always be women, and I hate to say this, who will be okay with this behavior until it is at their own expense. That is why this type of personality profile and his platform rose to the heights that it did. So I find it difficult to really hate on him or say really anything negative because he has an audience. And although I may not agree with them or their opinions and how they go about things, it's not my audience. I feel like live and let live, but you have to be careful when you engage with these type of personality profiles because, like I said, they have no friends. Anyone can get it. So enter at your own risk with something like that. Now, I will say this as well. Kudos to Jewel and those women who spoke out against this behavior. I know it's difficult for some women to step up and stand up for themselves, especially if the woman is the type of woman who would lightly engage this behavior herself. So I do understand, and kudos to her for standing up and just saying something so other women who may be on the fence about it know that it's not something that they have to do, even though I'm sure that they knew in the first place, but maybe they needed that reinforcement. Another thing is, I just feel like with the in the age of social media, it's great that you can look up people on social media, LinkedIn, see if they have a YouTube profile, and Instagram, TikTok, and just see what the personality profile is of the person who is going to be delivering your healthcare. Now, me personally, I do not pick my doctors solely on that, and I probably would lean toward not picking someone who's like on social media in their office, skinning and grinning, shucking and jiving, popping and locking in their operatory while they're seeing patients. It's not my preference, and I don't do that. Yes, I am a doctor. Yes, I am on YouTube, but yes, it is on my personal time, and I'm just providing infotainment. But I'm not knocking anyone who does, but it probably wouldn't be someone that I would choose, because I don't want a situation where it's like, oh, I need a biopsy. Oh, well, you can't get your biopsy because the doctor is filming. That's one of the reasons why I probably wouldn't pick certain types of celebrity doctors to be my primary care, or just even provide care, because of those different types of conflict, even though I like seeing them on TV and like seeing what they do, but it wouldn't be my personal preference for my healthcare. And with that being said, it's great to have that social media presence, but you have to be careful how you show up on social media, and you as a consumer needs to watch how people show up on social media and take that into consideration. So if you have a doctor who's on social media popping off and saying crazy things and disrespectful things to their patients or to anyone, it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that that they could say something slick to you in their office. It just wouldn't be far-fetched. So you have to take those things into consideration. But the good thing about it is you get to see a little bit about a personality profile before you even engage. With that being said, I really would like to know and hear from anyone who's had great experiences with Dr. Kenny, because I do know that it's expensive and time consuming to donate free whole mouth rehabilitations to people. So despite his behavior and what he thought was appropriate and hee ha ha, because people were telling him that it was okay and validating this behavior, I really want to know and hear from people who had a different experience with him and who his work was great and they appreciate what he's done for them. With that being said, thank you for listening, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.